Good morning. My name is Frank Milos. I'm a student at the Venice Skills Center. I'm taking A+ certification for computer repair. Computer repair is a job I'm sure I can get a job in to help bolster the economy. It's an ever-expanding field. I'm right in the middle of my education. I'm told this class is being canceled. Mr. Zimmer, this class is in your district, and I'm asking you directly, please do not allow this to happen. I'm here today speaking for like-minded constituents of the community who are not able to attend themselves. Thank you.
I'm Mario Cabrera, and I'm also a student at Venice Skills Center for the A+ certification and computer repair class. That class is going to be canceled. The last day is this Friday, and it's helped me out so much over the last year as I've been taking it. Unfortunately, I'm not done with the class yet, and it's being canceled before I have the chance to complete it, which is unfortunate because it's helped out my education so much. It's offered so many opportunities for me too. So to have that taken away from me and to not be able to finish that is horrible. Right. And there's some petitions that we have collected of about 35,000 names who support adult education.
Hi, yes, my name is Patricia Duncan. I'm a student at Maxine Waters Adult School. I just would like to say that and let it be known that I am a voter. And when it was brought to my attention that we were not going to be able to attend Sunday school, I went around to stores, friends, I went to my church to have people sign petitions. And I got over 120 signatures. It seems to me that we are killing the common sense. We're killing common sense. Does it make sense that the adults who need to catch up, that the students who need to we as an adults that need to catch up can't? I have made mistakes, and I thought that we were supposed to learn from my mistakes. I made a mistake when I dropped out of high school, and that was one of those obstacles that I overcame, and now it's my chance to get the second chance. I raised the 4 kids, and they have graduated from USD high schools, and I just need the second chance. I don't need any more cuts to the classes. I need the classes. Thank you.
How you guys doing this morning? My name is Alexander Tolfil. There's some more petitions right here that were signed. And I'm 23 years old. I go to Maxine Waters as well. I'm in a Job Corps right now. And I'm going to Maxine Waters. I travel. It takes about an hour to get there every morning. I have 2 kids. One's almost going to be, he's in kindergarten. One's in kindergarten right now. And just a little background on me, just so you know. I was a homeless drug addict on the streets in Hollywood for 2.5 years. I had no education. I dropped out. I didn't care about life. And then these kids came into my life, and I really got concerned and worried on what I'm going to do because my father wasn't there. Now I've changed my life around. I got my GED. I'm in school. I'm in auto tech. And because of this class, just in the last month and a half being in there, I've got 2 jobs. That's a lot. It concerns me because Job Corps is getting a lot of cuts. They're not accepting any new students. I was 2 weeks shy when I was accepted. I got my start date. 2 weeks after, they stopped accepting students. Come to find out, I get my GED. I go to Maxine Waters. I hear the summer school's cut. There's no more Saturday classes. I need this school. I don't want to just go. And it's a shame about the computer program because I don't want that to happen to me after getting a second chance, after going through what I had to go through. I hope you guys just understand where some of us are coming from. So you know what? There's some other people here who want to speak.
My name is Christina Jackson, and I'm also a student at Maxine Waters. And the whole bottom line is this, the cutting of the classes. We need our education. We are students who pay to go to school. Not only do we pay to go to school, we pay for our books. you know. And these schools, these classes, they offer us hands-on training. You understand what I'm saying? So we need to be able to, when we graduate and get our certificates out of these schools, we need to be able to further our life. When you cut the classes, it stops us from doing what we need to do. We want to feel just like everybody else feel. So my main focus today is keep the classes. If budget is a problem, then like I said, we are paying for these classes. Where is the money going? Why do we have to be kicked out of something that we're working hard for? Just like we're standing before you today, we're going to keep doing it. We're not going anywhere. We have petitions here that is totally against the cuts. So, you know, I speak for me, the city of Watts, the whole city of Los Angeles, everybody that's standing up in this room. We're not with it at all. So understand that this is not a game. We are serious here. We're not trying to waste your time or trying to look good or whatever or sound good or whatever. These are things that is actually coming from our hearts. So that's what I want to share with you today.
Good morning. My name is Terry McGee, and I also attend Maxine Waters Preparational Education School. My thing is that last year I was here when they completely cut out all adult education. It was brought back, thank goodness. But what I want to also say to you is that we're back here doing the same thing once again. You're not cutting schools, but you're cutting classes. And with that, you're cutting our community needs this, okay? Our community needs all the classes that we have. Our community needs our Saturday classes. We need our summer school classes. For me, I'm in school to revamp myself back into the workforce, okay? So cutting summer school is vital to me because it just prolongs me being in school. Also, it is not feasible for some of us to go to colleges or junior colleges because what you do is you need to take prerequisites to get into the classes that you want to take. And that's where a lot of people fall through the cracks. Also, by me going to school, I'm on unemployment. And unemployment requires that you have some kind of education, that you go to school. Now that you're cutting summer school, you're pretty much saying, I have no income coming in. And that's not fair to me. Also, I wanted it to be known, I understand that you're concerned with K through 12. And you're in concern with the fact of what they need. Yes, they need. They are the future. But you have to understand, we are the present. If we cannot get our education, we cannot help those that are for our future. So take care of the present now. Let us get back into the workforce. Let us be self-sufficient so that we can help our children to educate themselves. Thank you. And all of these petitions that we have here, this is from people that are concerned with us. One of the ladies spoke earlier, and she did say that there are no winners nor losers. That's false. There are losers. When you cut our schools, when you cut our summer schools, our classes, and tell us that we're not worthy, that's a losing thing. Thank you.
My name is Matthew Kogan. I teach adult education up the road at Evans Community Adult School. And I know the superintendent has said again and again there are no cuts to adult education, that the budget line is the same, although over $50 million is taken from our budget to begin with. This just is not true, and I urge board members to ask questions in touch. At my school, Evans, we're losing the Saturday program. 23 teachers are getting their jobs cut. We're losing the certified medical assistant class. That's from the beginning of the year. They're not being transferred. And this goes on with all Maxine Waters, Venice Harbor, East LA. East LA Skills Center, a teacher came to me and says, I've been teaching 25 years, computers. They say, you don't have a job in the fall. She says, is it done by seniority? The principal said, we don't have to tell you. They're not being transferred. People are just being told you don't have a job. We need to see what kind of school district we have. We know that our superintendent, I don't think he supports adult ed. We can look at his former job at Santa Monica where it was eliminated. Under his tenure, we've been cut 70%. I think we talked about perpetual inequality. If you allow certain neighborhoods, all too many in this city, where their parents don't... Can I be given the indulgence of 30 more seconds? Because we... No. All right. Thank you very much for your time.
Mr. Kaiser, if I may, I asked in the previous meeting for some specific time in June 18th to be allotted for a comprehensive understanding of of what our strategy is around adult education, and the different potential funding sources and the complication of the cuts that are being spoken about. And I would just like to add, another thing has come to my attention in addition with what the speakers have talked about. And so, Superintendent, I bring this to you. I understand that certain hours are being cut, and I understand that there are many reasons for that. But I need us to look very carefully at certification classes, because if hours are cut from certification classes, that eliminates the possibility of our students who have been in sequential classes to actually get the certification. So, and there were 3 different skill and occupation centers that brought that concern to me. So if we could, as part of the conversation around that, if we could just give some special attention to that, because that just seems, if students have been in sequential classes, but then we're making a cut in hours that we may be doing across the board. But if it's in a certification class, that has a you know, you get what I'm saying. Thank you.
Excuse me, Mr. Kaiser. So
Yes.
you're asking for further clarification? What are you asking for?
I asked in the previous board meeting because there are issues around adult education that have to do with both revenue and cuts. I propose, we've talked about both fee structures and sponsorship of certain adult, especially CTE classes.
So how are we going to get that information? Because I have some definite concerns. If you go around these adult schools at night, they are so crowded and they have to park so far from the schools. It frightens me every time I pass them. And I'd just like additional information when we get that, okay?
Thank you.